Now we start with the 1 hour chart. Okay, first of all, if you refer to our analysis in my last video when the price was here, we mentioned we're expecting for the down move, the price to drop, and this is what we get. And we mentioned that this is what we're looking for. All right, and exactly what we wanted to happen. I mean, we get, because if you refer to our analysis when the price was here, we keep mentioning the price can drop, and this is first we get the correction second, and we get this correction for third. All right, this is what we have been looking for. And now if you put this one in relative to this, if we refer to indicators, we have a divergence. Now the question is whether this is the start of the up move or still we can expect for the continuation, because if we want for the continuation, still we need to get the correction, price to drop, correction, drop. It can turn me to a channel. But if we want to look for if the price can reverse, we need to get the sharply correction, a small flag for continuation with the breakout of this stop. Okay, this is what we can see rough, I mean, from what we have right now. But if we refer to our analysis, when the price was within this move, I mentioned this is what we're looking for. If traders, I mean, refer to my analysis, that's why I mentioned we can look at this pattern flat. Okay, no, the question is whether this is the only this is the correction and this is the start of the down move is going to break this low. I think around, I mean, what we mean by this low is 0.39, or this is the only flat we're looking for, and we can expect the price to give one move up. All right, in relative to this. That's why from now, if we want to look for sell, we need to get the correction for sell. All right. And now we'll move to higher time frame. We see what we have based on higher time frame. First of all, if I move to forward chart, all right. Our expectation, I mean, what we are more interested in when we analyze that, we were looking at this corrective for the breakout, the price to drop. First of all, this is what we get. All right, now want to see there is a continuation or not. We mentioned if there is a continuation, we want the price to break 0.39, the next level 0.36, and this is what we are more interested if we get the price drop to 0.34, because at that time we can conclude this move is finished, and we have been putting this one in relative to this. But the only thing is when the price was within this move, we mentioned how about this. This one easily we get 1, 2, 3. This one can tend to a correction for one move up. That means this one can tend to a very more complex correction. Okay, that means what we should know that the first option we're looking the price to drop and break 0.39. The another thing is we will have the second opportunity. That means still we can expect the price to reverse, because based on 1 hour chart already this move is done. Okay, now from now if we want to look for sell or buy, we need to get the proper trade setup, because of right now we as I explained, we can look for different options. All right, and as we can see based on 1 hour chart already we have this, and we have a divergence. We cannot jump into the trade right now. We want to see what we get from here. Okay, and if I put my line here, okay, mostly if you want to look for buy, the best things like in terms of the analysis, we can say, okay, if the price break out this trend line, we can look for buy. But how about if we get any opportunity within this? Okay, now the thing is what I can say from what we have right now. First of all, we want to see how deep this one can go, whether we can get a small correction for one more drop, or we can get any more correction similar to any of this for one more drop. All right, what I want to say is that first we should know we have a divergence. If we get the price start to correct similar to any of this, still we can look for drop. But from now, any sell we get, we consider as a short term. As long as we get into the profit, if this is not moving fast, we try to manage it in case this one turn to a channel. All right, and if we want to look for buy, we need to get the sharp move with the flag for next move. And if we get any buy, for example, if we get here similar to what I draw, as long as the price comes to this stop, we see whether there is a continuation or not. Okay, Similar to what we have here. We get the fund, we get the short-term buy, the price move a bit higher, then drop this. Because in my last video I explained this one easily give us 1 2 3, become as a correction in relative to this. Then it give us a running flat. All right. Right now we need to see what we get from here. As I explained, based on forward chart, we have a different. We can look for this move differently. All right, because now I mean, when the price was here, we mentioned about this. That's why when the price was within this move, we mentioned we can we are looking for one more drop similar to what we have here. Then from there, even we mentioned about how we can look at this the entire. All right, now because of what we have here, that's why we get the reversal. Okay, now I mean, this is all the option we put on relative to each other. Now, if you want to trade, we have to wait to see what we get here. Just now explain how we can trade it. Whether we get the reversal sharp move with the flag or we get the correction similar to any of this. All right. Rather than that, we can jump into the trade whether buy or sell. Anyway, we don't have any trade set up. If anyone have a trade from here, right now, they should move. I mean, if they want to keep the trade, at least move their stop loss to break even. Or if they take out the profit, it's good for them. They can look for next trade in case there is a reversal. That's why they have to move their stop loss to break even. Anyway, we don't have any trade set up right now. We just need to see what we get from here. In this case, we just follow the chart. If I see any update or changes, then I will share. Thanks.